Hello traders, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today's topic will be about support and resistance. And before we start, kindly do like, share and subscribe. So we are talking about support and resistance and how I use it as my strategy. This is volatility 25. I'm using my 1 hour time frame as the higher time frame, though at times I do use 4 hour time frame or daily time frame. You can use any time frame of your choice. This strategy works in any time frame or in any market. So let's start. From this point here, we can see price dropped all the way, giving us this low here before pushing and giving us this structure here. So we are looking at this lowest low here. Price pushed to the upside, then pushed to the downside, wasn't able to take out this previous low, but pushed again to the upside. So we can see that we have our support at this area because price is unable to break to the downside. And we all know support and resistance, what it means. For support, it occurs when dropping price stop, change direction and begin to rise. For resistance is price level where rising price stop, changes direction and begin to fall. But you can do your research more on support and resistance if you don't understand what support and resistance mean. So what I always do then is I use the recent support and resistance. I don't zoom out my markets and draw those horizontal line. No, I use the recent support and resistance based on the market structure. So from this point, this low point here, we can see we have our support here. We have our support area here. This is where we can see price was rejected once, twice, pushed to the upside, then dropped all the way, pushed, tried to take out this previous low, but was rejected with a wick, and we have a bullish candle close back to the structure. So after this bullish candlestick back to the structure, this is where I will draw my box and go back to lower time frame to look for entry. The reason I will look for my entry at this area is because this is the point where price tried to break this structure but was rejected and leaving a wick below this structure. We know the importance of candle wicks. So our take profit, I always base my take profits on previous structures. From this low here, price pushed, gave us this structure. So this structure, this higher structure here, is where we are looking to take our profits. Why? Because price might push to the upside and then change direction and decide to drop again, since this is our resistance and this is our support. So when we go back to our lower time frame, that is 5 minutes, because I use my 5 minutes as my lower time frame if I am analyzing my markets in 1 hour as my higher time frame. So this will be the point where we'll be looking to take our profits. And after now this candle close, after it pushes back to the structure and closing now back to the structure, we draw this box right here, and then we'll go back now to our lower time frame to look for those sniper entries or a very good entry where we will look we will take our entry and set our stop loss. Stop loss, I do set them on lower time frame, while take profits, I do set them on higher time frame. That's why I've talked about take profit on this higher time frame. For stop loss, I will discuss about it on the lower time frame. So we'll go back to our lower time frame, that is 5 minutes, and see how it has reacted. This is our lower time frame. Now we are in the 5 minutes lower time frame, where we'll be looking for our entries. So on the lower time frame, what you look for is pattern and then candle close above your pattern. Remember, we have already seen the structure on our higher time frame and a candle close back to the structure. So on the lower time frame, you look for those patterns or a candle close, a very good candle close above your structure or below your structure. If you're looking to buy the market, it's above your structure, or if you're looking to sell your market, it's below the structure. So this is the box right here. And what we will notice is, let me remove this box now. Price dropped, gave us this low before pushing to the upside. Now, for those who know pattern recognition, we have our shoulder here, then we have our head, and then we have our shoulder here. This is the inverted head and shoulder pattern here. And after this price giving us this lower low here, we have a morning star before pushing to the upside. If you're not, there are two ways of looking at this area. We have that head and shoulder pattern, and then we have price pushing to the upside, giving us this low, giving us a morning star, pushing back to the structure, pushing down this low, unable to take out this previous low, and price pushing up all the way to the upside. So after this now head and shoulder, again we are given this morning star here, and then we have a good candle close above the structure. So number one, we have that head and shoulder structure. We have morning star. You see, twice we have been given this morning star twice. We have at this point and at this point here. So after this point here, because number one, we have seen this low, wasn't able to take out this low. So this is the point where we will take our long position. After now this candle close here, we will take our entry there. Stop loss will be below this structure here, below this head here, there. That is our stop loss. And then our take profit. Remember, we did say how we do set our take profit, and now look at that. Price push all the way, hitting our take profit. That is very simple, guys. If you have any questions, kindly comment, ask me any question, and I'm ready to answer. So we will look if we have another example, and I will share with you and show you how also I just do use this support and resistance strategy. So we have another example. We are still on volatility 25, still on the 1 hour time frame. So we look at this market on this area here. After price pushing to the upside, we have this area here where price is unable to break to the upside. So meaning we have our resistance here. Price is being resistant from breaking this structure, pushing to the upside. So we have our resistance at this point. Whenever price pushes to the resistance, it's been rejected and drops, pushes back, rejected and drops. So again, we have our support at this area here. We have our support at this area here. So what we normally do is wait for support or resistance to be broken, and then we get that good retest for the market before we take an entry, either a buy entry or a sell entry. Whenever price breaks resistance, we wait for retest and then look for buy entry. Whenever price breaks support, we wait for retest, then look for a sell entry. So at this area here, we have this is our resistance, and we have this our support here. We can see price after being rejected thrice, it pushed all the way, breaking our structure. You can see we have a candle close below the structure, and then we have this retest, and this retest wasn't able to close back to the structure. So after this retest, we take our little box, we draw it there, and then we go back to our lower time frame to look for that entry. And remember, our take profit, our take profits, we do target them on the higher time frame, meaning our first take profit will be at this point, because you look on your left and look for those previous structures. So this will be our first take profit, and our second take profit will be at this previous structure here. You see how it's that easy. So we will go back to our lower time frame, that is 5 minutes time frame, and see how price has reacted at this area, and see if we get an entry. This will be our first take profit. This will be our second take profit. So we'll go back to our lower time frame, that is 5 minutes time frame. So this is our lower time frame, 5 minutes time frame. This is the box that we've drawn on our 1 hour time frame. And what we can note is after price breaking, now we have this structure here. Price breaking this structure, retested it. We have double top here before price pushing to the downside, push to the upside, then dropped, breaking now this our box here, and we have a retest of this box and a candle close below this box and below this structure. So your entry should be in the next candle open, this area. Your stop loss should be just slightly above this box and that 1 hour structure. We have our first target here, and then we have our second target there. And we can see price pushed and it did touch both, take profits. Very simple move, very, very simple. All you need to do is just back test it and you will see how these things are very simple. And then you need to be patient, wait for candle close, wait for everything to happen, have your confluences. Just don't run to enter to these markets, okay? You need to be patient and wait for your strategies to play out. So these were our 2 examples. You can see my levels of resistance, support, where now this support becomes resistance. We have support. So what I do, I just use those recent support and resistance structures. Okay. So guys, if you have questions, kindly ask me questions. I'm here. I'm ready to listen. And guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much.